quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's going to step. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Good evening. Welcome, everybody. This is another CFSL broadcast. We have Clemson versus number 11 Oklahoma this evening. I'm with my good buddy Greg Cooksey on the broadcast for this game. How we doing tonight, Cooksey?
Good. How are you tonight, Des?
I'm doing pretty good. Tonight we have heavy rains, about 11 mile per hour winds tonight. It should be a great matchup. What are you looking forward to seeing tonight, Greg?
Looking forward to seeing, I believe there's a couple players on Oklahoma that have a chance to set a record tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing if they can do it.
Yeah, likewise. It should be a great matchup. We had Troy Crozier with the return here for Clemson. We got Loki Gunderson. He's coming out looking to see if he can break a record this evening. We got the first drive here for Clemson. As you guys can see, it's heavy rain going on. We love it when it rains during football matchups. We got the first carry of the game by Duke Peterson. It's going to be a 3-yard carry.
But I think that the running game is going to be pretty important here in the rain this evening.
All right, here goes the snap. Open. He's feeling pressure. Loki is sacked for a loss of 5 yards by Naomi Marcella. What a big play, man.
Yeah, she just comes in from the side, minimal amount of blocking there, and she's able to get the sack.
It was all over Loki. Loki tried to escape it, but wasn't fast enough to escape Naomi's presence. Here we go. It is going to be 3rd and 12 here. Loki comes out with trips to the right. The ball snaps. Loki drops back, scans the field. The pass is complete. Breaks the tackle. Pass complete to Josiah Baker. 10-yard reception, but it's not enough. It's going to be 4th and 2, and the Clemson Tigers will have to go ahead and punt the ball away.
Yeah, disappointing drive there by Clemson, but when it's raining like it is, it's hard to do anything. Let's see what Oklahoma's able to do.
Here we go. A return by Tristan Wolf. 9-yard return. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Derek Power and this Oklahoma Sooner offense.
Last week, Derek Power passed Jim Carr in completions, giving him every major passing record in Oklahoma. So let's see what he has for an encore tonight.
Here we go. Power drops back for his first pass of the game. It's complete to Bodie Dale. 7-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
I'm a little surprised to see how willing both of these teams are to pass the football tonight, given the weather conditions.
It's going to be interesting to see how both teams react, Cooksey, in this weather. Here we go. Pass is complete to Gavin Lucier. It's going to be 8-yard reception, 1st and 10, Sooners.
And I guess if you're going to pass the ball, those short little passes are the way to go. I think that a downfield passing tonight is going to be a little dangerous.
Here we go. Handoff to the right. It's going to be Bodie Dale, 11-yard carry, 1st and 10, Sooners.
Oklahoma moving the ball with ease here this evening.
Moving the ball at ease. They're looking pretty confident in this first drive. They're playing at home here in the rain at Gaylord Memorial Stadium. Here we go. The pass is incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for Oklahoma.
Yeah, Power a little lucky that pass wasn't picked off. It looked like he didn't really know where to go with the ball.
Ball snap. Power dumps off the right. Looks like they're going screen. Bodie Dale breaks the tackle. He's shoelace tackle there. 8-yard reception. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
And we saw the downhill abilities there of Bodie Dale, the way he was able to pick up those yards.
We got a man in motion to the right here for Oklahoma. Here goes Derek Power, fakes the handoff. He's scanning the field. He's throwing the ball deep. Pass is complete to Butch Heatherton. 24-yard reception. 1st and 10, Sooners.
It's just a nice little slant route towards the sideline there by Bruce Hetherington. No one around him.
There was nobody around him. They did a great job on that play action, Greg. Seems like some of the linebackers bit and some of the DBs kind of crept up. And here we go, handoff by Derek Power. It looks like that ball was handed off to Tristan Wolf. It's a negative 2-yard rush. Bishop Guerrero with the tackle getting in the backfield.
Yeah, Bishop Guerrero, one of those linebackers cruising his way into the backfield.
Here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Derek Powers approaching the line. He's going to be under center for this snap. Ball snapped, drops back, scans the field. Pass is complete over the middle to Butch Heatherton again. It's going to be an 8-yard reception. It's 3rd and 5.
And if you're Clemson, you might want to cover him. He's going to probably play a big role tonight with this weather. And they let him a couple times pick up some big chunks of yards.
Here goes the snap. Pass is deflected. Great play made right there. Derek Powers' pass is incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 5. They're going to settle for a field goal attempt.
And it looks like it just goes off the shoulder pad of that linebacker.
Kick is up, and it's good. Oklahoma drives down the field, mightily confident, and they tack on 3 points. Clemson's defense showed some great strength by slowing down Oklahoma when they got in the red zone and did a great job of preventing them from getting in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a win.
Here goes the
that's a win.
Here goes the return by Troy Crozier on the return. Sorry about that, Greg.
Okay.
So here we go. Loki and the offense is back for their 2nd possession of the game. He comes out in the gun with doubles formation. Hands off the ball. It's to Duke Peterson. 8-yard carry there. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Tigers.
And just some nice push for Peterson by his offensive line while he can get into the secondary.
Yeah, that was a nice carry. Duke Peterson has been one of the impressive backs here in the league this year. It's going to be interesting what he can do against this Oklahoma defense tonight. Here goes Loki. Pass out to the left. It's complete to Bruce Roberson. Enough for the first down. He's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Clemson needs a pretty explosive play here. I think they're doing the right things, but the difference is on Oklahoma's last drive, they were able to get some explosive plays. Clemson hasn't had that yet.
Here we go, Loki. He's going to try to scramble, but he is sacked for a loss of 2 yards on the play. There goes Naomi Marcella again with her 2nd sack of the ball game. We're still in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she gets blocked, but she gets right up and makes that play as Loki Gunderson runs right at her, making it real easy for her to make that play.
I love the way Naomi is playing with intensity. She's getting in there and letting Loki know she's going to be down his throat all this game. Here we go. Ball snapped. Handed off to Duke Peterson. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. There's Oklahoma defenders everywhere, and that's Jacob Hammer with his 1st tackle of the ball game.
Yeah, I just think this Oklahoma defensive front's a little too much for Clemson right now.
Yeah, Greg, it's raining hard. We love when football games are played in the rain. It seems like everybody picks up their intensity, and Oklahoma sure is. Here goes the pass by Loki. It's complete. He has a man downfield. Josiah Baker with a 29-yard reception. 1st and 10, Clemson.
Well, we talk about Clemson maybe needing an explosive play, and they get one right there from the Martin receiver.
As you see the replay, he goes up at the highest point, Greg, to get the ball. You can't teach that any better by the coaches here at Clemson. You know, go up and get that ball at the highest point. He turned upfield immediately and was pushed out of bounds. But that was a great play from Loki and Josiah. Here we go, handoff to Duke Peterson. Nice carry. Or actually, that's Tyler Johnson with a carry. 10 yards. His 1st carry of the ball game. It's going to be 1st and 10, Tigers.
They're getting the number 2 guy there involved, and that's a nice luxury to have, to be able to have that mix of talents in your backfield.
Man in motion to the right. Hands off the ball. Ooh, nice stiff arm there. Almost breaks the second tackle by Duke Peterson. A hard-earned 3-yard carry. It's going to be second and 7.
And you can just see the impact that Oklahoma is having here defensively, because those big bodies on their defensive front are doing a great job getting into the backfield.
Here we go. Pass complete from Loki to Barrett Steele. His first reception of the ball game. It's going to be 1st and 10. Loki Gunnarsson is 4 for 4. Here we go. Loki drops back, scans the field, has a man. Bruce Roberson, 7-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Roberson had a defender all over him and still made that catch. Great job by Roberson.
Here we go. Loki drops back, scanning the field, throws out to the right. He has a man. It's Josiah Baker. 5-yard reception. 1st and 10 Tigers.
And second time Baker has picked up a first down for Clemson. He's been a nice little insurance policy.
Here we go. They got a man in motion to the backfield. Looks like they're going to run the option. Loki gets off the pitch. Stiff arm. Oh, he's in the end zone. Duke Peterson with the mean stiff arm. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, that was definitely a mean stiff arm on the part of Duke Peterson. He deserves to celebrate as he gets into the end zone.
Deserves to celebrate, which is right. He deserves that. I'm impressed with the way Clemson responded to Oklahoma with that field goal. They went right down the field, got in the end zone, put up 7 points on the board. The score is Clemson 7, Oklahoma 3. Here comes the kickoff.
Well, Oklahoma has won the previous 2 meetings between these 2 teams, so Clemson's coming into this game with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder this evening.
A chip on their shoulder, you're right. I mean, that's a great stat that you provided. I mean, they lost the last 2 matchups. They're looking to get their first win tonight against this Oklahoma ball club. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derek Power is intercepted on the sideline. What a play made by the defensive back, or actually linebacker. That was Bishop Guerrero that jumped up at the highest point and made the interception, falling out of bounds, Cooksey.
Yes, that was a nice job just knowing where the ball was going to go and being able to make a play on it.
Here goes Loki. He hasn't made an incomplete pass yet. Here's a complete pass to Barrett Steele. 6-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for these Tigers. We got Loki in the gun. Hands off to Duke Peterson. Carries out to the right for 6 yards. Gets the first down. The chains will move. 1st and 10 Tigers.
It's been a very productive evening for Duke Peterson so far and early as well.
Here we go. Loki fakes the handoff. Has a man over the middle. Complete to Bruce Roberson. There goes this guy again. 13-yard reception. 1st and 10 Clemson.
He's been pretty much automatic for Loki Gunderson, who's 8 of 8 now.
Here goes the handoff. Looks like that's Duke. Breaks the tackle, spins out of it, cuts upfield. Duke Peterson, 9-yard carry. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here comes Loki. He has doubles to the right. Man in the backfield. Tyler Johnson, no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Can he twirl on the stop?
All right, Loki comes out here. It's 3rd and 1. He's in a doubles formation. Hands off the ball to Tyler Johnson. He is met immediately by Benny Trill. It's going to be 4th and 1, and the Tigers will settle for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, Oklahoma getting a pretty big win there, keeping this right where the score can be a little bit closer. A touchdown ties it. And Benny Trill really giving it all out. That was the 6th tackle of the evening.
Yeah, Benny Trill's a baller. He makes plays. He's aggressive as well. They got some playmakers for this Oklahoma defense. I'm really impressed the way that Clemson has came out to fight on the road against this powerful Oklahoma team.
Let's see if they've got another stop. It was an interception last time. Let's see if they can step up and make another big play on this defensive series.
Here goes Power. He has a man open. Pass is complete to Ty Wolf. 23-yard reception, 1st and 10, Sooners.
That's a nice job there of Clemson shutting down a play before it can get too far ahead. Both of those safeties were playing far enough back that that completion didn't go for a touchdown.
Yeah, it could have been worse. He had a couple options open there, Cooksey. I mean, he delivered that pass to Wolf, but I mean, he had a couple other guys open. Here we go. Here's the carry. Up the middle, has a lane. He's going to 20. Tackled at the 10. 41-yard carry by Bodie Dale. What a play.
And just nobody even knew him for Clemson. And he just shoots through those gaps. Great job by the offensive line.
I mean, that offensive line did a great job, Cooksey. I mean, a truck could have drove through that hole right there. I mean, it was wide open. Here we go, 1st and 10. Power. Looks like Power just overthrew that ball. This pass is going to be incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Sooners.
That comes, that's easy to do, especially when the adrenaline's pumping and you know you've got a chance for a score.
Here we go, man in motion here. It's the tight end to the right. Fakes the handoff to Bodie. Dumps it off to the left. And the pass is just knocked down. Great defense by this defensive backfield for Clemson Tigers. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
With the deflection, they pass into some coverage, and very lucky it wasn't picked off.
Here goes Power. Pass out to the left to Bodie Dale. 5-yard reception. It's not going to be enough for the first. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Yeah, they're a little disappointed about that. If you're Oklahoma, yeah, you wanted to cut into the lead, but you wanted to tie it right there.
Here we go. The kick is up, and it's good. Oklahoma tacks on another 3 points, which puts their score at 6. So the score at the end of the first quarter is Clemson 10, Oklahoma 6. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Here comes the kickoff from Oklahoma. Nice return there by Donald Adams. 25-yard return. It's going to be 1st and 10 for these Tigers.
Well, we'll see what happens here with this defensive front from Oklahoma. Looks like their defensive backs have been hitting pretty hard too this evening. It's been a pretty aggressive game defensively from Oklahoma.
And a real defensive game. I mean, I'm very surprised that Oklahoma hasn't been able to get in the end zone, but what's been impressive more is this Clemson defense and the way Loki has played. And Duke Peterson, here he goes again. Another carry out the backfield, 12 yards, 1st down and 10 out the gates for the Tigers.
Yeah, Duke Peterson pretty much having his way with this Oklahoma offense so far this evening.
Here goes Loki, hands off to Duke again. He's feeding Duke. Duke, 7-yard carry. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
I think this is a good drive. You got some good yardage with your running back. Now is the time to hit Oklahoma with some kind of a pass. They need to be ready for it.
Here goes the handoff and draw play to Duke Peterson. It's going to be a 1-yard gain on that carry. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here for these Tigers. We got Loki here in the gun. Takes the handoff to Peterson. He's going to pull a keeper. 4-yard gain from Loki, and he gets the 1st down. 1st and 10, Tigers.
Yeah, perfect time for that kind of a play call. It's raining. You have them believing that you're going to hand the ball off. That opened it up for Loki to be able to run.
Pass out to the left to Nasir Cooper. His first catch of the night, 15 yards, 1st and 10, Tigers.
Yep, Cooper just completely faking out his defender and getting himself into the position to make a play.
I mean, he was right there where he needed to be. He ran a perfect route. I mean, Loki has still not had an incomplete pass tonight. He is on fire. Here we go. The ball snapped. Looks like the ball might have been dropped there. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Oh, the weather's a little wet, so you're going to have to expect some drop balls.
Yeah, that's one thing about playing in the rain. You get to increase your concentration just a tad bit more. Here we go. A nice, hard-earned 2 yards by Duke Peterson. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Well, this is pretty big 3rd down from Clemson. If you can't get any points here, Oklahoma has new life breathed into them.
Here goes a pass complete to Demetrius Reese. His first reception of the night. 1st and 10 for Tigers.
That's a pretty big play, and I like the way that this offense has evolved as these guys have gone on for Clemson. It's been a pretty good game plan on their part.
Here we go. We got doubles to the left. Fakes the handoff. Here comes Loki with the keeper. Runs a man over, but it's a fumble. It's a fumble. He drops the ball after he runs a man over. Here comes Oklahoma with the return. He's hit out of bounds. What a change of events. Looks like it's actually, that's not a he, she, that's Naomi Marcella that scoops up the ball for the fumble and is down the sideline.
2 sacks and a fumble recovery tonight for Marcella. She is really falling out. But I think that they were a little too run-heavy there on that position, Des, and it bit him in the backside.
What a hit by Benny Trill. I mean, he ran Loki ran Benny Trill's teammate over, but Benny Trill came up and said, "Not today," and blew up Loki. The ball was jarred loose, and Oklahoma recovers the fumble. Let's see if Oklahoma can capitalize off this, Cooksey.
Emil Butler right there with the sack. So Oklahoma's going to have a little bit of work to do.
They have some work to do. They were sacked on the 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 14 already. We got a man in motion to the right. Hands off the ball to Bodie Dale. He's been getting a lot of yards tonight. He's been finding a decent amount of yardage per carry. He has 12 yards on that carry. It's going to be 3rd and 2 Sooners. Ball snapped, hands off to Bodie. Off to the right, breaks the tackle. He's past the 1st down yard marker after a 5-yard carry. It's 1st and 10 Sooners.
I'm seeing a couple of great running backs here tonight in both Dale and Clemson's running back.
Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10. Power drops back. And it's intercepted. Power throws the interception. He has Oklahoma defenders chasing him. They do make the tackle. Power looks pretty frustrated with that interception. We can watch the replay here, folks. He just jumps that route, Cooksey.
Yeah, just a great job ball hawking and jumping that route. And Clemson right now defensively dominating this game. I believe it's, 2 out of the last 3 series, they've been able to generate a turnover.
Here goes Loki, ready to work. Starts off an empty set, sends his man in motion to the backfield. Pass is complete to Bruce Robertson. 4-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's a nice job, but you got to be careful if you're Glover. If you're going to move forward in the pass like that, you got to make sure you're not going to get called for a lateral or forward pass.
Here goes Loki. Fakes the handoff to Peterson. Throws out to the right. Pass is complete to Barrett Steele. 1st and 10 Tigers. We got trips to the left. Here goes Loki. Fakes it to Peterson. He's on a QB keeper to the right. Woo! He's just blown up.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
That gets blown up by who other than Benny Twirl. Twirl making sure he stays home and making the best plays that he can tonight.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Benny Trill tonight. He is a hard hitter. I love hard hitters. That's what football is all about. Bring the wood. Here we go. Trips to the left. Hands off to Peterson. He's tackled for a -1 yard loss. Luke Davis with his second tackle of the night.
Davis not fooled at all. He knew where that ball was going to go, and he made sure he was there to make the play.
Here we go. They're coming out with trips to the left again. Peterson in the backfield. Loki drops back. He's scanning. He throws out to the left. Pass is complete. He's met immediately. Demetrius Reese with the 2-yard reception. It's going to be 4th and 3, and they will settle for a field goal attempt. Good stop here by this Oklahoma defense.
Yes, but things are getting a little further away from them. I do believe that it's a touchdown, but Oklahoma's got to get to a point where they're not giving points up.
Yeah, turnovers has been a problem so far early on in this game. It looks like Derek Power just needs to slow down and play his ball game. Benny Trill with a 25-yard return for Oklahoma. As we see the total yards, Clemson has 200. Oklahoma has 146. There's 12 first downs for Clemson compared to the 6 first downs for Oklahoma. Here comes Derek Power out here. Drops back. Power's going to go with a keeper off to the right. Breaks the tackle, breaks the second tackle. He's still going. Derek Power is upset. He's upset, Cooksey.
Yes, he is. He's taking matters into his own hands right there. Just a huge hole provided for him, and nobody on that Clemson defense able to fill it as he gets into the second level, picking up a first down and more than that.
Yeah, we were just speaking about Power needing to calm down and play his ball game, and what does he do? He has a keeper, he breaks a few tackles, gets a large first down. Here we go. Power hands off to Bodie. Bodie is tackled immediately after gaining a few yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Sooners.
Yeah, Clemson not full. They were waiting for that play to shut it down.
Power comes on the I formation, hands it off to Bodie. Bodie off to the left. 7-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Bodie Dale looking good tonight. He's averaging about 13 yards a carry. Fakes the handoff to Dale. Here comes Power. What a nice keeper there by Power. 13-yard rush. 1st and 10 Sooners.
And especially since Bodie Dale took some punishment on that play on that quarterback keeper, he got lit on.
Here we go, I formation, fakes the ball to Bodie. Here comes Power. He has plenty of time, a lot of time. He's throwing the ball deep. Pass deflected, knocked down. Great play there by James Jr. Here it is. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Oklahoma Sooners. Derek Power comes out with 2 backs in the backfield. Pitch man, Bodie Dale off to the right.
Well, I think that's the right play right there, Diz, because Clemson clearly knows when Power's going to throw this football, because it seems like every time he throws it, he throws it into some kind of coverage.
You're right. Here goes Power. Pass complete over the middle. He slips past the first tackle. There goes Roger Blackwell with a 12-yard reception, his first catch of the night. 1st and 10 Sooners.
Big first down. Oklahoma needs to get on the board here. Not a lot of time till halftime, so now's the perfect time to do it.
Here goes doubles formation. Power is in the gun. He has Bodie Dale behind him, sending a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. He had a pitch man, but he's unable to make the pitch. He is tackled in the backfield by Steven Beck.
Yeah, Beck just gets back there and makes a good stop.
Makes a good stop, all right. I mean, he read that all the way. He watched the motion, man. They were not fooled. Here we go. It is 2nd and 12. Power drops back, scans the field. Timothy Brown makes the play. It's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Sooners.
Zach Minetti excited there on the part of the Clemson defense as they confuse Power.
Here goes Power. He has time to throw. Out to the back. A.J. Ragland with a 13-yard touchdown reception. Touchdown, Sooners.
think we see a little bit of the speed out of A.J. Ragley, as neither of those two defensive backs were able to keep up with him and cover him. Ronnie James Jr., who got an interception this evening, just not able to get there.
Here we go. The extra point is good. So now we're all knotted up, folks. The score is Clemson 13, Oklahoma 13.
We've definitely got a ball game here this evening, guys. It's good to see this.
Yeah, it's good to see a competitive ball game here. Here comes a return from Clemson. Josiah Baker with a 26-yard return. It's going to be 1st and 10 for these Tigers. Here comes Loki, looking to respond. Fakes the handoff. Has a man over the middle. Pass is complete to Demetrius Reese. 9-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, Loki Gunderson needed 17 completions to tie Will Slade for the Clemson record. He's closing in on that.
You're right. There goes another completion from Loki to Josiah Baker. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Yeah, Baker's been a nice option tonight. He's been there a lot for Gunderson.
Here comes Loki with an empty set. Drops back. Scales the field. Passes complete to Demetrius Reese. 7-yard reception. 2nd and 3 Tigers.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Well, I think one more here, and Loki Gunderson does it, doesn't he, Diz?
Yes, he just needs one more completion, and he will have the record for the Clemson Tigers. He is sacked in the backfield for a negative loss of 5 yards by Anthony Dwell. Sorry
about making sure, at least on that play, Gunderson doesn't get the record. Is Gunderson running all over for his life before he's finally brought down?
Here we go. It is going to be 3rd and 8. Here goes Loki. Drops back, scans the field, pass complete, breaks the tackle. Looks like this is Peterson. Duke Peterson with his first catch of the ball game for 16 yards, 1st and 10. And there it goes, Greg. Loki has the record for the Clemson Tigers for most completions.
Congratulations to Loki. Big night for him and a big night for this Clemson offense.
Yeah, this Clemson offense has been clicking on all cylinders tonight here in the rain at Gaylord Stadium in Oklahoma. Here we go. Loki scans the field, doesn't see nothing. He's going to keep it, take it for himself. Runs up field, gets to the first down marker, and he just gets it. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Good field vision on the part of Loki Gunderson, and nice bravery just taking charge of that play.
Here we go. Pass is incomplete there. Nice defensive play there from the defensive backfield by Oklahoma to knock that down.
Yes, it was, but all that defensive back, Jason Vornell, had to do was turn around and he would have had himself an interception.
Here we go. Throws out to the left. Demetrius Reese catches that, goes out of bounds. It looks like Loki just let him a little bit too far. He was wide open. He could have had a first down and then some right there, Tootsie.
That does Oklahoma a favor because it stops the clock. Gives them a chance to maybe get a couple of plays out.
Boom! And Loki is sacked for a loss of 8 yards on the play. Adam Spencer may get his first sack of the night. It's going to be 4th and 14.
Yeah, again, I just really believe that this defensive line of Oklahoma is just not a very good matchup for Clemson's offensive line. They are powering their way into the backfield and getting sacks and shutting plays down back there.
Here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Loki with doubles to the right. Has Peterson in the backfield. Looks like they're just running the play clock down.
Trying to see if they can draw a man off sides. I don't think they're going to do it, though.
Here goes Loki. He's going deep, going for the end zone. He has a man. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruce Roberson. Clemson Tigers.
Boy, that's just run to perfection. Roberson has had a huge evening, as is Loki Gunderson, but this could impact the second half, because I believe Clemson's going to come out of the locker room and get the ball first. So this is a chance to really build a lead and run away with this game.
I mean, that's correct, Cooksey. I mean, they're both playing hard, but it seems like it's been back and forth. One of these defenses just needs to step up. But here it is. It is halftime here, folks. CFSL broadcast. I'm Des Daniels. I'm in the booth with Greg Cooksey. The score is Clemson 20, Oklahoma 13 here at halftime. So as we go into halftime, what stands out to you from both teams here at the half, Greg?
Well, I think for Clemson, it's just Loki Lawler. Despite the weather this evening, it doesn't seem to bother him at all, as he has had some big plays and passed for a couple of touchdowns. For Oklahoma, it's just they need to do a little bit better on offense. Derek Howard has had some difficulty figuring out this Clemson defense. He's thrown a couple of interceptions that have led to scores from Clemson. So those interceptions have to be toned down, and there's got to be some better awareness on the part of Power.
Correct. I mean, I love what you said. I mean, that's all hitting the head right on the nail. I mean, as you can see, the pass yards for Clemson, they have 100 yards more than Oklahoma. Loki's been on fire tonight. The rushing yards are very similar. What's key to me is the time of possession. Clemson has had the ball much longer than Oklahoma. There has been 2 turnovers for Oklahoma in this ball game. Both defenses have been making plays. It's going to come down to which team can make more plays on defense, I believe. Here we go. Here comes the kickoff. We're at the start of the second half here. Return for Oklahoma by Tristan Wolf. 26-yard return. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Sooners.
Just a note that we're getting in here. Roberson is joining a 3-way tie for Clemson's TD record at 15 TDs. He's tied with Nasir Cooper and Keith Blazer. So the next time Clemson gets the ball, we'll have to keep our eye out for that.
You're right. And what's interesting for this Clemson defense, we're going to look out for a Clemson defense end Mike Gold. He just needs 3 more sacks to tie Carl Graham for 4th most in school history. He hasn't had a sack yet tonight, Greg, but I feel it might be coming.
Very well could be, especially if this Oklahoma offensive line gets a little worn down. But for right now, especially with that completion, they're showing some pretty good protection.
Here goes Power, takes the handoff. He has time, but he takes a little bit too long, and he's sacked. Lost 4 yards. There goes Mike Gold. I just called it. Mike Gold with his first sack of the ball game.
Well, he must have heard you, Des, and decided to get in on the action since he knew you hadn't mentioned it.
There you go, Mike. Got his first sack of the ball game. Tip my hat to you, but keep playing aggressive. I want to see you make some more sacks tonight. I love seeing players get records. Here we go. Here comes Derek Power. Drops back. Dumps off to the right to Bodie Dale. Pass is complete, but it's for a negative 4-yard reception. The Clemson defense is all over that one.
And if you could script the football game, I don't think you could have scripted it any better for Clemson, because they've come out with some huge plays here from the get-go, and now Oklahoma is staring down a large 3rd down.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and long here. Here comes Derek Power. He has trips to the left. Drops back. Power dumps off to Bodie Dale to the screen pass. Bodie breaks the first tackle, unable to break the second. It's a 6-yard reception. It's going to be 4th and 13.
Well, Bodie Dale just not able to get past the big body of Bubba Hendricks right there. And I don't know if that was supposed to be a check down or if that was the play dialed up, but that backfires on Oklahoma.
Definitely backfires. Troy Crozier with the return. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Clemson Tigers. Here comes Loki. Jersey all muddied up, looking like a real baller. Ball is snapped, hands off to Peterson, but he's tackled immediately and loses a yard on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Tackle made by Jacob Hammer.
Hammer got his time a couple times tonight, but yeah, I was going to say, Des, do you think Okie Lawler's been on the ground a few times this evening. It doesn't look like it, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all. I mean, we'll see. We still got some time to go here. Here we go. Here goes Loki out with the carry to the right. He's met after a 4-yard carry, and they're hitting out there tonight. Cooksey.
Well, this has been a very physical game on the part of both defenses. It's been enjoyable to watch.
Another hit, 10th tackle of the ball game by Benny Trill. Came up and made that tackle on Loki. It's going to be 3rd and 6, I believe. Here he goes, drops back. Here comes Loki. Avoids the sack. Pass is complete to Demetrius Reese. 15-yard reception, 1st and 10, Tigers.
And I just don't know if it's because of the big production by Clemson's receivers or what it is, but you can't let a guy just get behind your defense and get out in the free range like that. That was not good news for Oklahoma.
Here comes Clemson in the gun. Loki, 2 backs in the backfield, fakes the handoff to Peterson, dumps off to the right, pass is complete to Tyler Johnson, 4-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Benny Trill with his 11th tackle. Here's Loki, hands off on the draw play to Peterson.
A nice, safe play there, just picking up a few yards and giving you a chance to have a manageable 3rd down. I like that play call.
Great play call. Here it is, 3rd and 5. Let's see what Loki and the boys do. Here goes Loki, scanning the field. He has a man on the sideline, but the pass is incomplete. Looks like he was unable to hang on to that ball. It's going to be 4th and 5, and here come the Tigers and Loki. They're going for it.
A lot of courage here by Clemson to go for it. And it's a little early to be doing this.
Here goes Loki. Dumps off to the right, pass complete, and he's met before he can get past the 1st down marker. And great play by the Oklahoma defense, as it will be a turnover on down. Brendan Fowler with his 5th tackle of the ball game.
A nice, nasty stand there by Oklahoma's defense, and they're able to get their quarterback the ball back and give their offense another chance.
But here comes Derek Power. His defense did the job. Now it's his turn. Ball snapped, faces to Bodie Dale. Power, plenty of time, dumps off to the left, passes complete to Ty Wolf. 23-yard reception, 1st and 10, Sooners.
And again, just like we talked about last drive, Clemson not accounting for everybody on defense. They let a guy get open and it kills him there.
Yeah, Ty Wolf was wide open. He got passed by the defensive back and just made a play. The defensive backs for Clemson just need to tighten up just a little bit. Here we go. Power in the gun. Dumps off. Passes complete to the left. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Aaron Kellogg Jr. with his 1st reception of the night. Here comes Power walking to the line. Single back formation. Changing the play at the line, sending a man in motion. Hands off to Bodie Dale. Here comes Bodie Dale off the right tackle. 6-yard carry, 1st and 10, Sooners.
Yeah, Clemson just a little too slow. DeMento Butler finally making that tackle. But Clemson just way too slow. You got to expect on a rainy night that the ball is going to be run, and they acted like they were stuck in mud.
Here goes the draw play to Bodie Dale off the right. 2-yard carry. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Bodie Dale is quietly having himself a night. He has 9 carries for 91 yards. He's approaching the century mark. Pass complete over the middle to Ty Wolf. 7-yard reception. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
53 yards and 3 receptions for Wolf. He's made a really good impact.
Here goes Power under center. Hands off to Dale on the draw play. Dale breaks the tackle but stumbles up. He's tackled, 8-yard gain. He's at 10 carries for 99 yards. He's about to cross that 100-yard mark, Cooksey.
And he's starting to wear Clemson down here. If I'm Clemson, I'm going to be a little bit concerned.
Here he goes. Ball's handed off. Tristan Wolf. Clemson defenders are all there. Mike Gold with the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
And I like Clemson has done this a few times where they've just shown this ability to game tackle, and here they get 3-4 bodies in on one blocker, and then they overcome them to make the stop.
Here we go. It is doubles to the right. Power fakes the handoff. He's off. Keeper runs upfield, breaks the tackle. He's tackled after a 9-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Sooners. Jamelo Butler from Clemson with his 7th tackle of tonight. Here goes Power. He's looking. He has a screen pass to Bodie Dale off to the left, and he's open. Touchdown, Sooners.
You just cannot lose track of a running back like Bodie Dale, who's able to do the things that he's able to do. Clemson, that's just a breakdown, and it's going to cost them because now this game is tied.
Yes, now this game is tied up. Both teams are here to play tonight, Cooksey. The score, Oklahoma 20, Clemson 20. You know it's a good ball game, Cooksey, when the fans are outside in the rain hanging out with their shirts off with the body paint on, just kicking it.
Yeah, I had the football fans can be pretty crazy, especially students, can't they be?
Definitely. I mean, that's all part of the college experience, though. You know, showing out that school pride for your team, coming out supporting your team in games like this. Here we go. Pass out to the left by Loki to Demetrius Reese. 6-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're Clemson, you just got to regroup here. You had a big disappointment, but you got to keep up with what you've been doing.
Empty set here for Loki. 2nd and 6. He drops back, scans the field, throws into a tight window. Pass is deflected and knocked down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 here. Loki drops back. He's going to pull a keeper. Woo, nice cut by Loki. Cuts up field. That was smooth.
Yeah, nice job with his feet there on that particular possession.
Here goes Loki in the gun. He has Peterson at his side with trips to the right. Drops back, scans the field. Dumps off to Peterson. Pass is complete. Duke Peterson with an 11-yard reception. It's going to be 1st and 10 Tigers. Here we go. We got doubles formation. Hands off to Peterson. Draw play. 3-yard carry. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here comes Loki. He has the doubles formation again. 2nd and 7. Hands off to Peterson up the middle. 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Peterson just eating up some yardage there.
Eating up some yards, eating up the clock. Here we go. Loki drops back. He's looking. He has a man deep, wide open, breaks the tackle and gets in the end zone. Nasir Cooper, 43-yard touchdown reception. Tigers back on the board.
And with that, it looks like Cooper takes the solo record for touchdown receptions for Clemson with 16 for his career.
Congratulations. So, yeah, congratulations to Cooper on that. Here comes the extra point. It's been a back-and-forth ball game. If you're just tuning in, and we have a fight on our hands here. It's raining here in Norman, Oklahoma. We have 11-mile-per-hour winds here, and both teams have been making plays on both sides of the ball. Clemson is up 27, Oklahoma 20.
And again, Clemson just making the big plays at the right times, and Oklahoma just hasn't been that fortunate.
Handoff, Bodie Dale up the middle. Nice hard-earned yardage right there by Bodie. He's over the 100-yard mark. It's 11 carries for 105 yards tonight. Here comes 2nd and 4. Ball snapped. Handed to Bodie. Bodie again. Off to the left. He's not breaking this tackle this time. He only gets 1 yard on the carry. And it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Bishop Burrow making sure that he doesn't get through there and picking up a bunch of yards at all.
Power in the gun. Drops back. He's running a screen pass. Bodie open again on the screen. Breaks that first tackle. He's still running. Finally tackled after a 14-yard reception. 1st and 10 Sooners. Here comes Derek Power under center. High formation, sending a man in motion to the right. Fakes to Bodie. He has plenty of time all day back there. He fires the pigskin. Has a man open. It's complete. Ty Whoop, 37-yard reception. 1st and 10 Sooners.
Well, Ty Whoop just made a huge impact on this game really in the last couple of quarters, and they still can't figure out how to Clemson still can't figure out how to cover him. It's going to be an issue for them.
Yeah, they can't lock up. They can't lock him up tonight. It's going to be a problem. He's been making plays all throughout the first half. We're only at the start of the second half here, Cooksey. So, like I said earlier, his defensive backfield needs to tighten up. Here we go. Here's Power dropping back, and he's sacked in the backfield for a loss of 7 yards on the play. Ryan Arnold with his first sack tonight for Clemson.
Yeah, Clemson just out physically Oklahoma. Once they get down to the goal line tonight, Oklahoma's going to have to see what they've got in their playbook to counter that.
Okay, it's 2nd and 17 here. We got doubles to the right here for Oklahoma. Here goes Power. Fires off to the right. Has a man over the middle. Wide open. Touchdown, J.T. Bruce.
You see some frustration there on the part of Clemson. Oklahoma showing some speed here. Their wide receivers and some depth. And that's what we saw there.
Yeah, it looks like it was a confusion there by the defensive backs there for Clemson. There was 2 receivers in the area, Cooksey, and it looks like there was a mix-up on who to cover. J.T. Bruce just stepped up, caught that ball, and just had a clear lane to the end zone. So it's touchdown Oklahoma. They just tacked on the extra point. They knotted up this ball game. The score is Clemson 27, Oklahoma 27.
Yeah, and every time you think one of these teams makes a fatal mistake, they turn around and turn it into something good.
Most definitely. Here comes the return from Clemson. It's going to be a decent return by Troy Crozier, 24-yard return. Here comes the Clemson offense. From what I understand, Cooksey, Clemson was in a very close ball game last week. They unfortunately lost. So it looks like they're in another nail-biter tonight.
But we'll see how they can hang on to it. They're going to give about, 9 more minutes here to try and close this one out.
Here we go. At the end of the third quarter, it is Clemson 27, Oklahoma 27. Don't miss the rest of this ball game. We have a great fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Here goes the carry. Peterson up the middle. 4-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
And a nice long drive with a score at the end of it would really be something that would be in Clemson's best interest here.
Here we go. Loki. He's hit as he tries to throw the ball away. It was close to being a fumble, but it's not. But it's going to be 4th and 5 here. And Clemson is going to have to punt the ball away to the Sooners.
And Jacob Hammer making his way in there and getting his hands on Loki Gunderson. And Oklahoma's going to get a golden opportunity here to take the lead.
Here goes a return by Tristan Wolf. 15 yards on the return. It's going to be 1st and 10. And here come the Sooners. This rain is not letting up here, folks. Here goes the carry. Bodie Dale out to the right. Stiff arms the man. But no gain. A hard run there by Bodie Dale, but he's tackled by Ronnie James Jr. for no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Clemson started to figure out that they're going to have to shut him down if they want to win this game.
Here goes Power, throwing deep. He has a man. Touchdown, Gavin Lucier.
Boy, and that's a strike, a big play, right at the right time. Oklahoma, knowing that they needed a explosive play to try and break this open, and that is exactly what they got there.
Wow, great throw there by Derek Power. I mean, that's a textbook throw. You teach your players to throw that ball over your wide receiver's shoulder where only he can get it. Caught the ball in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And here we are. Sooners take the lead. It's the Sooners 34, Clemson 27. Here comes the kickoff.
If you're Clemson, you're wondering if maybe the door's starting to close on you a little bit. So you got to get back to what you were doing well. I think when they were running the ball and hitting those intermediate passes, they were doing really well. That's what they're going to have to do here this drive, I think. Nothing too adventurous.
Nothing too adventurous. Both teams are playing with a lot of energy, which we all love here at the CFSL. Here we go. The carry off to Duke Peterson. 4-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Here comes Loki. He has trips to the right. Peterson in the backfield. Fakes to Peterson. Dumps off to the left. Pass is complete to Barrett Steele. 1st and 10 Tigers. Loki, a jumbo set, trips to the right. Fires the ball to the right. Josiah Baker with a 5-yard reception before he steps out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers.
He had his way cut off there a little bit by Oklahoma defensive back, so that was a good job by Oklahoma in the coverage.
There goes Loki. Fires off to the left. Pass is complete to Demetrius Reese. 11-yard reception. 1st and 10 Tigers.
And I don't understand how you have that type of breakdown in your coverage. You didn't have it to play before, but you do now.
Here we go. We got a short set to the right. Trips. Loki has a lot of time. He's sitting back there scanning the field. Has a man wide open, but he steps out of bounds. Josiah Baker could have been to the house. I know he's going to beat himself up about that tonight, but it's still a great catch. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Yeah, that's just a bad mistake. You got to know where you are on the field. If you're Josiah Baker, you took an opportunity for your team to tie this game up when you did that.
Here we go. It's 1st and 10. Loki in the gun. Drops back. He's going to pull the keeper. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to slide as he's almost tackled right there. He avoids the hit. It's going to be 2nd and 5 here.
Sign of an intelligent quarterback, just doing what he can with the ball when no one's open and taking himself out of the play so he's not in any harm.
Here goes the next play. Loki scanning the field, and he throws off his back leg. Cooksey, very dangerous throw. You don't want to throw a ball like that with these Oklahoma Sooner defenders just lurking, ready to make an interception.
No, you don't. And you saw he threw it right into coverage there. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
Here goes Loki. Drops back again. Looks like he has a man. Deuce Palmer with the deflection. Great play by Palmer on knocking that ball down. It's going to be 4th and 5. But here comes Loki in this Clemson offense. They're saying, it's 4th quarter. We're playing for it. We're going for it. Here goes Loki. Scans the field. Pass. It's complete. He's past the 1st down yard marker. It's Duke Peterson. 14-yard reception. 1st and 10 Tigers.
And it's a great sign of a great team believing in themselves. They knew they could pick up that 1st down. They went for it, and they did it.
Here we go. Loki dumps off to the right. It's Nasir Cooper with a reception, 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for these Tigers. we go. Makes the handoff. Fires the pigskin out to the right, and it looks like he caught that ball, but he was not in bounds, not able to keep his feet in bounds, Cooksey. But they're going to go ahead and go with the boot review. Let's see what happens.
I was going to say, we're going to get a look at it anyway. Either way.
That's touchdown, right?
Yeah, that's what I would
What's
say.
going on?
After review of play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Touchdown, Clemson.
I just, you can't, if you're Oklahoma, you can't let a wide receiver get that wide open in the end zone. That is a huge lesson for them. And you can see they're a little deflated. The good news is they're going to try and get a chance to try to take the lead back here, but I mean, that just can't happen.
It just can't happen. I mean, he got past all their defenders and was back there in the back of the end zone. Tristan Wolf with a 26-yard return for the Sooners. But, I mean, he did a toe tap and got in the back of that end zone. I mean, great awareness for him to keep his feet in bounds. A lot of receivers do that in the NFL. They have a great awareness and understand that they get 2 feet in. That was a great play right there, and we are all knotted up, folks. 34-34. Here comes Derek Power and the Sooners. Pass complete over the middle to Ty Wolf. 7-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
And really, if you're Oklahoma, don't take too much, don't waste time, but don't be too quick to want to score here. Let some time run off the clock. That way, if you do score, it makes it harder for Clemson to come down and get the game-winning or game-tying score.
Here goes another carry to Bodie Dale, and a tackle was made by Ronnie James Jr. It's going to be 1st and 10 here. We got the clock here running. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was there, Cooksey. It was a quick toss out to the left. It did stop the clock. So here we go, 2nd and 10.
Bad decision-making, bad play calling by Oklahoma, not what you need in this situation.
In the man in motion, here we go. Bodie Dale with the carry out to the right. After a 1-yard gain, he is tackled.
Clearly,
It's going to be 3rd and 9.
For more than that, from Bodie Dale to Mental Butler, 8th tackle of the evening.
Here goes Power. He's in the gun. Doubles to the right. Drops back. Scanning the field. Dumps off. Passes complete to Bodie Dale. 16-yard reception. Bodie Dale showing not only I can run the ball, I can catch the ball too.
Good hands and a body that's able to pick up as much yardage as you can and keep this clock going. Just exactly what the doctor prescribed for Oklahoma.
Zach Matney from Clemson with his 7th tackle of the ball game. And the clock keeps ticking. Here we go. It is 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Power drops back. Throws out to the left. Pass is complete. It's going to be a 1st down to Gavin Lucier.
Nice route running there, but even better job of the defensive back sticking with him to make that play.
Here comes Derek Power, looking forward to scoring for these Sooners. He's in an empty set formation. He does a pump fake. Throws the ball out to the left. And Ronnie James Jr. is there to knock that one down, folks. Great play by Ronnie James Jr. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now here for the Sooners. Takes the handoff to Bodie. Here comes Derek Power off to the right. 4-yard gain. Nice play there by the Clemson defense coming up and making sure Derek Power didn't get loose.
If now you put some pressure on Oklahoma here to make something happen on 3rd and 6.
Here's Power. Fires out to the right, to the left. JT Bruce is back in the end zone. 16-yard reception. Touchdown, Sooners.
A couple of big plays there tonight by Bruce for Oklahoma. I like it. And, well, you give Oklahoma's defense a little bit of a cushion here. Let's see if they're able to come up with a stop.
Yeah, let's see if they can come up with a stop. I'm very impressed with JT Bruce. I mean, He's not leading the game in receptions for Oklahoma, but he's been there when Oklahoma's needed him in the second half, coming up with some big touchdown receptions. Here comes the return by Josiah Baker, 29 yards on that return.
But again, just like we were talking about with Oklahoma, if you're Clemson, you pretty much got the rest of this time to try to tie the game up here. Don't take too much time to score, but don't be too quick to do it either. You don't want Oklahoma to get this ball back.
Yeah, so let's see what Loki and this Clemson offense does here. I mean, we're in a very tight ball game, folks. It's been back and forth all game. Let's see if Loki can respond. Here we go. Pass out to the right. It's complete to Duke Peters, or actually Josiah Baker on that reception. 8-yard reception. It's going to be second and 2. As you can see, the total yards for both teams are very similar. Here's a carry by Peterson, 8-yard gain, 1st and 10 Tigers.
It just goes to show you how evenly this game's been played. Not a big discrepancy in the total yards at all.
Brendan Fowler with his 10th tackle of the night for Oklahoma. Here goes a carry by Peterson, and it's a fumble. The ball's on the field. Oh, no. Ball is on the field. What a time to fumble the ball by Duke Peterson. Oklahoma recovers, and they make a play. It's Oklahoma Sooner ball.
Well, you got to really feel for Duke Peterson in that situation. You're trying to help your team come back and tie it, and you just drop the ball. That's a big, and Oklahoma here, they've got a chance to really put this thing away, whether it's running the clock out or getting another score of some kind.
Here we go. Looks like they're going to hand it off to Bodie Dale. Bodie Dale is tackled for a 3-yard loss in the backfield. Caden Norris with his 2nd tackle tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 13.
And Norris fired up. He doesn't feel that this game is over for his team yet.
Clemson has to come out and play one of their best defensive series all game on this drive. Here comes Derek Power. He's in the I formation, hands off to Bodie. He breaks the 1st tackle, but there's a host of Clemson defenders right there, and they make the play. Bodie Dale with a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Hands off to Bodie up the middle. Gets the carry. He's tackled after a 7-yard carry. It's 4th down, and the Sooners will be punting the ball away to Clemson, so they'll have another shot here, Cooksey.
Yeah, if you're Oklahoma, you don't like that prospect at all. You don't want Clemson with this much time with the ball in their hands, but you're going to have to just really hunker down if you're on defense and not let Gunderson make big plays.
Troy Crozier with that return, decent return there for the Clemson Tigers. Now here comes Loki and this Tiger offense looking to tie this ball game up before the clock runs out. Here goes Loki throwing the ball to the left. Pass is complete to Demetrius Reese. 6-yard reception. It looks like they should be in hurry-up offense here for the rest of the way, Cooksey.
Yeah, I think so too. You don't have time to really pull around if you're Clemson. Yeah, Oklahoma doing a great job with that game tackle and making sure that receiver was bottled up.
Here we go. Trips to the right here for Clemson. Loki drops back. Dumps off to the right. Pass is complete. Multiple Oklahoma Sooner defenders meet him right there before he can get past the 1st down marker. It's going to be 4th and inches. But of course, Clemson has to go for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, every time they get the ball here, it's 4 down territory.
Here we go. Fakes the handoff to Peterson. It's Loki. He's scanning the field. He has a man over the middle. Pass is complete to Bruce Roberson. 11-yard reception. It's going to be 1st and 10 Clemson. But the clock has a minute and 15 seconds left. They need to operate fast here.
Yeah, just all the credit in the world goes to Clemson's offensive line right there. They did a great job making sure that their quarterback, Gunderson, was able to pick up that 1st down for them.
DeMelo Butler with an 8-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd and 2 here. Clock is still ticking. Loki goes ahead and spikes the ball to stop the clock. So now it's going to be 3rd and 2 here Loki has doubles to the right. Drops back. Scans the field. He tries to run the screen pass to Tyler Johnson, and that's a loss of 7 yards. What kind of play call was that, Cooksey?
Well, I don't know. You should know that you can't really do that at this point in the game.
Here we go. Loki dumps off. Pass is complete. He has a man, and it's going to be a first down. Clemson does have one timeout remaining. They're going to decline that. Actually, they accepted, so here it is. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Huge mistake there by Oklahoma. That really gives Clemson quite the chance here.
Here goes Loki. Ball snapped. Scans the field. Dumps off to the right. Has a man open. Wide open. Demetrius Reese, 40-yard reception. 1st and goal. Tigers.
Well, that was a good time to take a shot and try to catch Oklahoma flat-footed. Now their defense is up against it here.
Here's Loki. He is sacked for a loss of 7 yards. Michael Richards with his first sack of the night, and it came at a great time. The clock is still ticking. Loki has to snap the ball and go ahead and spike the ball to stop the clock. Save that last timeout that they have remaining.
One would wonder what they're saving it for. You don't have that much time here.
Here we go. It's 3rd and goal. Loki drops back. He's looking. He has a lot of time. Throws the pigskin. Oh, the Oklahoma's there to stop Andrew Ramos with a 6-yard reception. It's going to be 4th and goal. Clemson does use their final timeout. It's 4th and goal. This is for the ball game. Loki has time. He's looking. And his man catches the ball and goes out of bounds. It's a turnover on downs, and that's the end of the ball game. Oklahoma prevails and wins the game 41. Woo! And takes the lead. What the final score on the board? What do you think about that, Cooksey?
Just unfortunate for Clemson that they weren't able to get another time or play or two off. They're going to want to look at their time clock management this week. They'll put a ball game coming right down here to just the final seconds, guys.
Man, right down to the final seconds. I'm impressed with Clemson. You guys fought hard. Oklahoma, you guys fought really hard at home. You guys played a great ball game. Congratulations to your team on prevailing and getting this victory at home. Thank you guys for all tuning out to the CFSL broadcast. I want to say thank you to associate producer Austin Crow, our executive producer Mike Peters, and of course my great broadcast brother Greg Cooksey. I'm Des Daniels. You are watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for tuning in.